Ever wonder why, despite all your efforts, things just don't turn out how you expected? Why even after giving her your attention, she starts to pull away? Here's the hard truth. A lot of guys operate under illusions when it comes to understanding women. We think effort equals reward, but trust me, it's not that simple. There are truths about women that most men learn way too late in life. As warriors of life, we need to understand these dynamics early on. It's not about manipulation or playing games. It's about knowing psychological truths and living wisely. The Stoics taught us to accept reality, even when it's uncomfortable. That same mindset applies here. If we don't learn these truths, we end up confused and disappointed. It's time to uncover the 6 truths, not to play games, but to gain wisdom and a deeper understanding of relationships. 1. Chasing her doesn't work. We've all been told that persistence will get the girl. But has it ever worked? Probably not. Have you noticed that the harder you chase, the more distant she becomes? That's because of a basic psychological principle: scarcity. When something is too available, it loses its value. Men, just like women, are drawn to what's elusive and hard to get. Chasing her signals desperation, and that's the ultimate attraction killer. It lowers your value and suggests you've got no other options. High-value men? They don't chase, they attract. They know their worth and don't feel the need to prove it by chasing someone who isn't showing interest. Remember Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor? He held his own in adversity. His value came from within, not from others' approval. In relationships, it's the same. Chasing devalues you, places her on a pedestal, and creates an imbalance in power. Here's the paradox. The moment you stop chasing and start focusing on yourself, your goals, and your growth, everything shifts. The less you seek her approval, the more drawn she'll be to you. That's the power of being a high-value man. 2. Appearance matters more than you think. Let's get real. First impressions? They're crucial, and much of it boils down to physical appearance. We form judgments in the first 4 seconds of meeting someone, and most of that is based on how they look. Sure, we'd all like to believe personality is everything, but biology says otherwise. Women, like men, are visual creatures. How you present yourself sends a message before you even open your mouth. In our ancestors' time, people made quick judgments based on looks, health, vitality, strength. And while we've evolved, those primal instincts remain. This isn't about being superficial. It's about survival instincts. When you take care of your appearance, dress well, stay fit, and present yourself confidently, you're not doing it just for her, you're doing it for you. A high-value man takes pride in his appearance because it reflects discipline, self-care, and confidence. But here's the kicker. Appearance alone won't keep her around. It might open the door, but your character, intellect, and values are what will keep her interested. So, yeah, look good, but also invest in your mind, your soul, and your purpose. 3. Being too nice doesn't win hearts. This one might sting a bit. Being too nice won't win her over. We've all been there, bending over backward to be the kindest, most accommodating guy, thinking it'll pay off. But instead of bringing you closer, it often pushes her further away. Why? Because being too nice can come off as people-pleasing, and people-pleasing often signals weakness. Women are drawn to strength of character, mind, and will. Now, don't get it twisted. Genuine kindness is different from being a pushover. A high-value man is kind because that's who he is, not because he's expecting anything in return. Women can sense when you're being nice for approval versus when you're genuinely kind. The takeaway: don't lose yourself trying to make someone else happy. Stand firm in your values. Be kind, but don't be afraid to set boundaries. A high-value man respects himself first, and others will follow. Money and status speak volumes. Let's be honest, financial stability and social status matter. It's not about being a gold digger, it's about security. Women, from an evolutionary standpoint, are wired to seek out partners who can provide stability and security. But here's the thing, it's not just about having money, it's about what that money represents. It shows discipline, resourcefulness, and the ability to take care of yourself, and possibly others. A high-value man doesn't flaunt his wealth, but he uses it wisely. He invests in himself and his future. Yes, money and status can attract, but they're not enough to keep her. What truly matters is the man behind the wealth, the man with strong character, purpose, and responsibility. Emotional control is key. Emotions are part of the human experience, but when they're out of control, they become your downfall. Sure, we're encouraged to be vulnerable and open, but there's a fine line between emotional openness and emotional instability. When men let their emotions control their actions, it leads to unpredictability, and frankly, it's unattractive. Women want to feel secure, and if you can't manage your emotions, you become a source of instability. The Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius practiced emotional control, not to suppress his feelings, but to ensure they didn't cloud his judgment. A high-value man feels deeply, but he doesn't let his emotions dictate his behavior. Emotional intelligence is key. Be strong but compassionate, and you'll find balance. Weakness kills desire. This is the silent killer of attraction, weakness. When a man shows fragility, whether it's in his actions, mindset, or emotions, it destroys the foundations of desire. No man gains respect or attraction by being weak. Women seek emotional and psychological strength in a partner. They want someone who's resilient in the face of challenges. Fragility, on the other hand, signals instability, and that's a turnoff. A high-value man faces adversity with strength and composure. He doesn't crumble when life gets tough. Instead, he becomes stronger. Strength doesn't mean ignoring your feelings, it means mastering them. Now that you know these 6 truths, the path forward is clear. These aren't just theories, they're facts that most men learn too late. But now, you have the knowledge to transform into the man you were meant to be. A man with purpose, strength, and understanding.